Welcome everyone to today's car show. Today I will demonstrating how to tune a car. But before we get into that, let's look over what kind of car and what type of car you need and how we're gonna be able to do that today. But first of all, as we all know, all cars comes tuned from factory, and depending on what kind of car, even if it's an SUV, a sedan, a sports type, or even a coupe. All of these cars are all factory tuned, but other performance like car builders and car enthusiasts, they like to tune their own car to help produce the creativity and help power the performance of each engine. Um, Before we head into tuning, let's go over the background of tuning, why someone might tune a car, and today I'm going to show you how to tune your car correctly. So before we head into the to start a car, let's look at how tuning got started. Tuning was originally started in the United States of the late 50s. It wasn't very popular at the time because it was only meant for cars to be tuned for drag strip racing, which is for entertainment only, and it was illegal at the time for daily or street cars to be able to tune. And then next, we step into another decade or so. In the late 60s, Japan invented their own tuning, which helped them boost the engine to matches the power of American's V8. All of these can be found in the shops in Japan, but most of them were considered illegal because, again, you can't tune cars on for street use only. But cultures like Japan's have been doing this since the late 60s to help them do illegal street racing, which was now it has become a part of a culture, and for car shows to show up their individuality and the creativity for each of their own car. Now, car tuning has a lot of effects on the engines. That is why Japanese cars can have the same performance as American's V8, even though the only engine in there are V6. Now, let's hop into our next point here is why someone might want to tune a car. Um, as the car community expand, everyone here knows that car meets are pretty frequent in the United States, but can be found most every single night in Japan, as it brings together the community of car enthusiasts. There are many different kind of car shows where from like the Z societies and also to the fitment industry. All of those car enthusiasts come together and show off each and of their own builds. So before I show you guys how to tune your own car, first we need to know the brand of the car, the type, and the model and the year of your own car. When knowing all of this can help you be able to go on your computer and download a student tune for your car. Each tune is specific for its own type of model and year and brand. Um, as here today, I brought a computer that I use for my own tuning, and another thing you would need is an OB2D reader. There are there are many different types of OB2D reader, but the one that you will need is data encrypt upload, which will help you pull the data out of your car and the data from the tuner app that you would purchase online and then upload it to the OB2D reader. Next is you would look at the tuning map that you downloaded and adjust however you would like for it to be tuned, whether it's more of a sounding or whether it be more of a performance type or just more gas efficient. So when you have gathered all your items, which is just your laptop and the OB2 reader today, all you need is just find the OB2 reader port in your car and then would simply plug this in. And most OB2 reader comes with a manual where it will tells you which button and which one that tells you how to download the data and information from your car. and all of this would be pulled from your ECU from your car. And after you do all of that, you would want to start your car. And in order for all the information to download all at once, when you start the car, the information will transfer into your OBD reader. And once you all have all that information, you would want to connect it to your laptop and download the tuner map onto your OB2D reader. And this would help it to encrypt the data onto your ECU and would basically telling the ECU, hey, this is the new map for your tuning, and whether it wants to make a different sound for your car or a different type of enhanced power for to your engine, or just a simple gas efficiency. My car right now is I have a stage tune 1 for Infinity, and it's basically all it does is just add more power to the engine. But in order for me to do that, I would have to set the ECU to inject more fuel into the engine as the PSI goes up. After you have all that data encrypted and uploaded to your ECU, you would want to turn off your car and then turn your car back on. Once that you see your car has a stage map by pressing on the laptop as this set as default for stage tune, then your car will automatically RPM will be revved between 2 to 3, depending on which kind of map it is. My map is stage 1, so the RPM will always sit at 2 and 3, and so on with stage 2 and stage 3 tuning. So before we take off with our tuning, let's put our car in reverse and go over what we learned today. So today we learned the background and the history of tuning, and we went over why someone might want to tune their car and how to tune your car correctly. So I hope everyone knows how to tune their car, and hopefully everyone here can go home and tune their car to however they like today.